we're not, it's not, the citizens' comment isn't a give and take of questions.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
What you're suggesting is that we have something to propose for the next meeting.
okay, that's fine. My concern is that my granddaughter has had excessive, over 20 days of autism this school year. And I've tried to reach out to the school district. I tried to reach out to CPS. I tried to work with the mom. Nothing happened. My granddaughter should be moving up to the next grade. However, she won't be because she's not prepared. So I'm concerned moving forward how those things are handled.
Ms. Cummings, I just want to say, I hear your concern, and what we're going to do is we're going to refer you to someone over here
Okay.
that can address all of those questions for you. You have a very valid concern, and I'm in
Okay.
agreement with you. So we're going to refer you to someone who can answer all those questions and
Okay.
be able to help you better. And I'm glad that you came out because more parents and community should come out. Okay, so we're going to refer you to someone that will help you with all of those issues now, tonight.
Okay, great. That's my biggest concern. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Ms. Cummings.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Palmer?
Are there any latecomers to the citizens' comments?
Ms. Cummings, Dr. Palmer will assist you. Yep, thank you so much, and I appreciate you for coming out.
With that said, we will move.
There's one hand.
Oh. Could you just tell us your name and yeah, thank you.
My name's Aletta. I was going back and forth on whether I should sign and come up. All my grandchildren go to Poughkeepsie schools. And what I want to say is I grew up in the city, so those schools were tough. And I've been to a few events at the schools here in Poughkeepsie, and I'm proud to say that I love what they teach the kids there. Head over heels because I love what they do here, and that's it.
Thank you very much.
Good way to
Thank
end.
you so much.
Are there 10 more people with that comment?
I know, right?
Although we will have people that resemble that remark in the agenda.
Thank you so much for
Thank you
coming
very
out.
much.
Thank you.
All right. That brings us to the superintendent's report.
Well, I will say thank you, Mr. Board President, for this opportunity. Again, good evening to all board members and community members who are present, all students who are with us today, administrators and the like. I will say that attendance matters, and that is going to be a focus of ours moving forward. So I do appreciate all the attention to details regarding the fact that attendance matters. There are two reports that I want to speak to this evening. We are going to honor and celebrate our April and May Reading Challenge students. I think we see a lot of them in the audience today with their parents. So I'm going to come to the floor momentarily. We're going to have a representation from JROTC. And then I have one board award that I want to distribute before we move forward in the evening meeting. So to that end, boys and girls in the audience, if you are here to receive an award for a reading challenge, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Don't be afraid. Everybody's looking at you, but raise your hand. So one thing I really appreciate is the building principals. I see a number of them today. I am going to always ask them to come forward. I see, if you don't mind me saying, I see Dr. Scott is here. I see Ms. Penn. I see Ms. Barufo, and I see Ms. Wright as well, leadership of Warring. I'm going to ask them to make their way forward, and I'm going to ask them to call their students out, and I'm going to give them a certificate along with a $20 gift card to McDonald's.
Bravo. Are we going down?
Seem like there are more students here than I totally be familiar
Ms.
with.
Mott, the board is going to come down with you to
Board
support.
members, come on down and join. Now, in the past, we've honored primary, intermediate, and middle school students. I believe I was introduced to a high school student this evening. Is that accurate? If there are any PHS students here this evening, I see one, I see two, I see three, I see so many. All right. So I'm going to turn this over. Who's going to start? Mrs. Penn, the proud principal, elementary. Okay.
Thank you so much. So tonight we are here to celebrate our two students who work extremely hard in school every day, who have absolutely taken a huge part in not only participating in our reading challenge, but becoming victors of tonight's award. So tonight we congratulate Janiyah Campbell, and Albert Soles Fuentes. Congratulations.
I do want to congratulate all of Smith for winning the months of February, March, and April. But I also want to congratulate two students who worked very hard in April and May, Jaden Cruz Sanchez and Nathaniel Bautista Riano.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to again echo what my principal colleagues have said. This reading challenge is greatly important. It's really helping our children to be able to read and explore new worlds through reading. So it's very important that they're doing this, and we're excited about them. So I want to point out two scholars tonight, Rachel Lee and Denham Wright. Rachel must not be here. She's probably reading somewhere.
All right. So the principals who are here, I believe there are some others that may have joined us this evening that I didn't get confirmation that you may have wanted to be here. So if you are here to be celebrated for Reading Challenge, come forth. Come forth. If you are here, give them a round of applause. Come up, come stand next to these young people here. I have something for you. Is there anyone else? Yes. You want to represent them? You sure? All right, what about? You sure? All right. Let's give our April, May Reading Challenge recipients a round of applause. Parents, let's take pictures. Becky's going to take a picture as well.
Thank you.
I am happy to report that we are now approximately 100,000 minutes away from reaching our goal of 1 million minutes by June 30th. So let's try to finish strong. We're approaching 900,000 minutes read to date. That is pretty spectacular. Let's give yourselves a round of applause. Want to thank again all of our parents, all of our caretakers, our teachers, our administrators for encouraging and embracing the reading challenge. We have some very special initiatives forthcoming this summer and into the 26-27 school year. So thank you very much, parents, for coming tonight and receiving awards and $20 to McDonald's. So congratulations again. Next, for the superintendent report, we have our Chief Wagner, who is with us with our AFJRTC students. So Ms. Wagner, please come forth. You have the floor at this time. Students from our JROTC.
Good evening, board members. I am Cadet Colonel Pixie Brown, the squadron commander of Poughkeepsie High School's Air Force Junior ROTC program. Today, I will be briefing you on our program. Air Force Junior ROTC is a leadership-based program that is student-run, but it is not necessary to join the Air Force. We do many day-to-day activities and serve our community in any way that is requested. Our program helps build leadership and citizenship within the youth. Our current unit enrollment is 98 cadets, which includes students from 9th to 12th grade. Our curriculum includes aerospace science, physical fitness, drill or marching, leadership development, and uniform inspection. For the first time in 10 years, our unit reached the goal of exceeding standards during our annual inspection from HQ. Our cadets prepared over many days and hours to reach this goal, and I am extremely proud of them for it. Over the course of the summer to now, our color guard team has conducted 36 color guard events for our community. Next, I would like to talk about our unit goals. We conducted presentations at the middle school in order to introduce the program to the 8th graders. We have roughly 113 incoming freshmen interested in our program. Next, for our accomplishments, we won 2nd and 3rd place, receiving 2 trophies at a drill or marching competition in Newburgh Free Academy in February. And we placed 1st place with 2 medals in academics. Many of our seniors have been accepted to many different colleges and have received some scholarships. We also have multiple cadets on the principal, honor roll, and the regular honor roll, and a number of our cadets are a part of the National Honor Society. Our unit has completed 1,224 hours of community service since the last time we briefed you last year.
Good evening, board members, once more. I'm Cadet Major Milton Kamor, the Squadron Deputy Commander of Poughkeepsie High School's Air Force Junior ROTC. Throughout my development in this program, I have grown a deep sense of reverence attitude towards its service, guidance, and mentorship that I have received. My participation in this program has provided clarity to my aspirations, serving as a lighthouse directing me in my endeavors. This year, our flight simulators have been utilized by cadets to gain a better insight of the aerospace science, aviation, and piloting curriculum, alongside our partners being the Poughkeepsie Aviation Club and the Lee A. Archer Junior Red Tail Youth Flying Program. Cadets and students alike received the opportunity to be mentored by certified flight instructors provided by the Red Tail program, fly in the simulators, and participate in aviation activities. The opportunity offered by the Red Tails would not have been possible without the support of the Poughkeepsie City School District bus transportation to and from the program weekly. With this support, I have taken the initiative to conduct my aviation studies, which has resulted in me passing my private pilot written exam. This year, I was one of the 92 cadets out of over 90,000 potential candidates selected for the Air Force Junior ROTC Flight Academy Private Pilot Scholarship, which includes fully paid tuition, flight training, as well as room and board expenses, among other things. It will begin for me. Thank you. It will begin for me this summer at Spartan College of Aeronautics and Technology, located in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And upon completion, I will go into my senior year at Poughkeepsie High School as a private pilot for the 2026 to 2027 school year. During my senior year, I intend to be a mentor for students who aspire towards the field of aviation and encourage them to take initiative to reach their goals. Finally, I would like to thank the board for all their support.
Fantastic.
On behalf of Chief, Master Sergeant, myself, and all of our cadets, we would like to thank you for your unlimited support. At this time, do you have any further questions for us?
I don't have any questions. I do want to say congratulations, Pixie. You're graduating this year. And I met you, Major Kumar, yesterday at the high school for the award ceremony. And I would like to say, just I thought I was talking to someone my age. How intelligent you were. You looked me in my eyes. You shook my hand. It was pretty impressive. On top of you being a pilot, I told you that I would never. I'm afraid of. I hate planes. You know, I'll use them to get to where I have to go. But we're extremely proud of you. The work, Chief Wagner, you're doing with your ROTC students. Amelia is a part of our YLG program at City Hall. She was my intern last summer. And I can see the work that you guys put into these students at ROTC really reflects how they show up in our community. So you also should be proud of the work you're putting into our students because they are productive. They are productive students. They are examples of what we want our students to be in school, out of school, and after they graduate high school. So congratulations. I wish we had ROTC when I was in school. Probably wouldn't have joined, but it would have been good to see. But it would have been great to see. So I'm super, super proud of you guys. And you guys should be proud of yourselves.
Thank you so much, sir.
Eleanor, do you have a comment, Eleanor?
No, I just want to say congratulations. We're so proud of you. There's a lot of good things that comes out of Poughkeepsie, and you're definitely one of them. Keep growing. Don't let anything negative come in your way. Rise to the top. Show them what Poughkeepsie can do. You guys are amazing.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on. You got one more compliment. All right, I'd like to say in my, long history with the Poughkeepsie School District, I've been a coach for 44 years, so that's pretty long. This is bringing the ROTC into the fold is one of the most substantial improvements that I've seen within the district, and hopefully your leadership will show through and other communities and efforts will come forward. I'm really proud of you guys.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
One more. Mr. Creedon, there is one other item under the superintendent report that I want to offer. Annually, the New York State School Board Association recognizes school board members for their professional development work in governance. And this year, we had 3 board members. 2 are no longer with us. But Mr. Creedon, you have been recognized, and I want to congratulate you on behalf of the New York State School Board Association for Level 2 Board of Excellence Award. And you have demonstrated a number of hours in professional growth towards governance and work as a school board member. And as a result of this award, you will be recognized in the on-board newspaper, as well as a certificate of recognition. So I wanted to offer you your certificate of recognition. Hey, well done. Thank you very much. I exactly want to get this picture. Mr. Peter deserves this picture now. So the other 2 board members are Naomi and Martinez.
If you notice, I didn't get a McDonald's card.
Yeah. Let's give Mr. Peter a round of applause for his service as a school board member, school board president this year. Thank you, Mr. Creedon, and thank you also on behalf of New York State School Board Association. At this time, Mr. Creedon and board members, that concludes the superintendent report.
All right. Our first report will be on our student board member.
Can I just chime in while he gets prepared his words now? Parents who have students here, you are definitely free to go. You don't have to stay for the rest of the meeting, so don't be afraid to tip out if you need to do so. This is the time to do it, but you are welcome to stay. But I just wanted to say that just in case you want to put kids to bed before the night gets too late. But the sun is still shining. Thank you all. Thank you all. Yes, ma'am. You want to sit around?
Never mind. We got 150 points. Whatever that means.
Yes. Did I not send? Oh. Oh, Scott gave it back to me to sign. So, board members and those who are present today, I told you we had a high schooler. I knew we had a high schooler as part of the reading challenge. I think she was a little shy to come forth. So she asked me on the sidebar, Mr. Mott, I think I'm ready to come forward. So Miss Martinez, she is a high schooler, and she's our first high schooler, I do believe, since we've started the reading challenge to be one of the highest reading recipients of Kipsey High School. So please come forth and receive your certificate. You're gonna get special treatment. Come up forth. Come forth. Anyone want to come join me and take a picture with her as well? She's a high schooler. She said, I thought it was only elementary students. I'm a high schooler, but no, it's for high schoolers too. As a matter of fact, I may have your mom come up.
All right, Jonathan, you're now on.
Yeah, you're
No.
fine.
All right, so we're, oh, there you go. All right. Of course, with my final meeting, this being my final meeting, of course, in June. I just want to thank you, the board, for everything throughout, for of course listening to a lot of what the students have to say, and especially with a lot of the issues that are happening. And I just want to actually finally clean up some final things, of course, with hopefully that could actually change for coming next year. Um, to start off, I want to actually bring up the fact that there was an issue with, especially with prom. One of the major things that had to do with is the fact that um, it was there was a lot of necessarily complaints about whether it being like very subpar compared to last year, especially with the fact that there wasn't as many decorations, whether it be repetition of music, or even about the fact that like a lot of it really came from the fact that um, this is like an $80 like prom that the people have to pay for, and it basically it's a gift for the students actually for who actually are not in disciplinary issue, who are not having any disciplinary issues, and who are actually like I mean they're actually committed to actually doing this like a celebration for them for the end of the year, and many of them are actually not going to be here next year, and yet they're basically forced to actually deal with this problem that not much effort was actually put into it, even even though that there was I was given to the fact that there was at least 5 to 6 hours beforehand where they could actually decorate it, and even then this was because of the result of the fact that there was many of the leadership who was in charge of it, especially when it came to like the people, it was primarily the adults who actually some of them were not present at the time and actually were willing to actually delegate like with the ideas and as well as or the like even what should be done at the time or as or even get the ideas from the students to actually decorate it. It was more pushed off last minute to actually the responsibility of the students when the adults were necessarily the ones in charge of it. It really does feel kind of hypocritical, especially for that the people who were um, in charge of this were meant to actually be a part of a club that were actually led by students, and yet it's really were necessarily the adults were in charge of this. That really brings up the further fact that, of course, that again, this is the final year for many of the people at PHS, and it really does not do enough justice for like the students who actually are not going to be here next year. Where like, while the only thing they have to show is the fact that they have this survey coming out for the for the prom, but it really only benefits the kids next year, not this year. And to furthermore like develop this is the fact that these students are volunteering to actually be in these positions, to actually help out with prom. These adults really are actually being paid for these positions. I mean, it's just the idea, the fact that again, it just this club is meant to actually give students a voice, especially with like not only just the theme, but also like overall, like in many actions that are happening around the school. But it just really just dwindles down to actually the adults being in charge of it again. Um, Furthermore, I also want to bring up another situation with free periods. Especially now because of the because closing year, there's a lot of testing, all that happening, right? We have a lot of the inability for actually students to actually go anywhere, especially with like let's say for instance the library or even the CAC. I mean, those places, usually the career action center, those places can be closed at times, and then the students basically left to only go to the ISS room, the same room that's meant to be a room for discipline, like to actually for disciplinary action. It's for to actually just dump all the students there who actually are meant to actually who are willing to stay for the day for their periods, to actually instead of like skipping the rest of the day, just dump them all into the one same room. It just kind of feels unfair to them, doesn't it? I mean, it's we have the entire like auditorium open, and yet we're not making you fully frontal use of it because of the fact that it seems as if they're just valuing the actual like objects over the students. That's really the main issues I really want to bring up that can possibly, if possible, actually make any changes for next year that can actually be made, of course. But I also want to bring the fact that there's many people during this year that were actually a big help, especially. I mean, we have, of course, Mr. Mott here, who actually especially helped out with the surveys during when I really liked during the the student code of conducts, especially. And of course, Ms. Torres was actually very like helping, and as well as many of the other board members. I mean, I really want to just point out the fact that there is people who are trying to make changes, but also the fact that of course there will be some pushback on these changes, and I just really want to highlight that. Okay, thank you.
Jonathan, are you coming to the last meeting? Or is this your last meeting? Are you coming to the next meeting? 2 weeks, June? Okay, thank you. See you. See you. All right. That brings us to the Save Committee.
No report.
No reports. Capital improvements, I don't think we had a meeting between that time, so there's no report there. Finance Committee. It wasn't scheduled. The Audit Committee wasn't scheduled. And the Student Achievement Committee. All right. And which wasn't scheduled. Student Support Committee.
You know there's a comment on my committee.
Yes.
So the BOE approved the hiring of OSWE coordinator, which starts on June 8th. Parent engagement completed the 25-26 workshop series on special education. So let's always remember our students with exceptionalities, they really need a lot of support from the district. And that we're trying to implement, especially with the parent workshops on Saturday. We encourage the parents to attend to help you understand about the child's IEP and the programs that the district has to offer. So the next meeting is this Friday, and we're looking forward to helping and supporting our children in the district.
The Policy Committee's next. Fatima has resigned her position for the board. She asked me to step in and finish it out in time. And from that standpoint, we do have her final work is being presented to the attorney so we can put in the final draft of the policy. And then we're going to collate that or sit down. The next step after that's finalized will be to sit down with the Save Committee and make sure that everything's coalesced and get their inputs, and then both will be approved after that meeting, correct? All right.
Do have a policy to be approved tonight, which is the child abuse reporting policy, policy 5460. So that's on as a first reading
And that's in the consent
in the action items.
action items. Okay, so it's all,
Mm-hmm.
all right. That brings us to the Dutchess County School Board liaison. Yes, I will be getting the free meal at the mod on tomorrow night with the rest of the Dutchess County school boards. And, it's good to reach out and gives us, whoever's taking over that position, gives you a view of some of the other districts, what they're doing, and they're open to making sure everybody has a voice. Common Council liaison. No, I thought it was you. I thought it was you. All right, we don't have a liaison. Yeah, I passed
Oh,
that.
Bob, I just wanted to, I'm on the Dutchess County School Board too. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, it's all right.
We'll talk about the district.
Two of us are going for the free meal.
No, just talk about the district.
Yes. All right.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. We're now on the consent agenda, correct? I'm gonna poll the members. Are there any items that anyone wants to pull from the consent agenda? With hearing nothing, can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
A second?
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Aye. The items brought on to the agenda, action items. Sorry, I skipped that one. I got it. The one Becky just told me about that I just skipped over. All right, the approval of the first reading of policy 5460, child abuse reporting. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second,
Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, can I have a motion to approve? All in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
Aye. So moved. Now we're to walk-on items. Becky, I know we have one. Two. Yes, read the first one.
Is there a motion to walk on resolution number 26-470? I'm asking the motion for 24. Not yet.
So moved.
Second.
Do you want me to read the resolution? Mr. Chairman?
Becky, could you please read the resolution?
The resolution is the appointment of a board member. Resolution number 2640, 26470. Be it resolved that the Board of Education of the Poughkeepsie City School District hereby appoints Tamoya Norwood to fill the unexpired term that is currently vacant on the board due to the resignation of Fatima Martinez Santiago. And be it further resolved that Ms. Norwood shall serve on the Board of Education until the next annual meeting. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
I'll start.
Yes.
So we had a board resignation this week from our Fatima Santiago Martinez, and we wanted to expeditiously fill that seat. The board has three options. We could appoint someone from the community to that seat, or do we can appoint someone from the community to that seat. We can hold a special election, or what we can do, like we did last time, is interview people and then have them come in and be appointed to the board. This board majority decided not to do that this time. We felt in the interest of moving this district forward, moving this board forward on July 1 with a fully, basically a new board. It would be conducive for us to fill this seat as soon as possible. So Ms. Norwood is an active member of our community. She is a Poughkeepsie High School graduate. She is a parent in our community, active in our sports in the community, is a well-known face in our community, and for me, will be a welcome member of this school board. I know her passion for our students. I know her passion for Poughkeepsie, and I know her passion for the future of our city. For folks who are wondering why we are doing it this way and not, I think Bob, you might speak on what you would have wanted, which may have been, looking at the numbers from our last election and choosing.
Please don't speak for me.
No, I'm just speaking
No,
for myself.
but you said, Bob.
I
so-
said, Bob, you may feel this way, so I'm
All
speaking
right.
for myself.
You just, yeah.
I'm speaking for myself. The reason why we did this, why we didn't choose the person who would have been fourth place, is because we didn't really have to, and we wanted to make sure that we're choosing people who are going to be productive and are going to do things for this community that are going to move this community forward. I think the voters spoke at the polls in May, and they made their decision very clear in May who they wanted to serve on this board, and they chose three individuals to serve, and we are choosing to now appoint this qualified individual to the board to help move this district forward. So I'll leave that there. I think we will have the votes for this appointment tonight. So after we vote yes, congratulations, Ms. Norwood. Can't wait to work with you.
Are there any other comments?
Yes, I just want to comment. So it's my understanding and my privilege to say that I have worked with Ms. Norwood. I have worked with her, seen her roll up her sleeves in the PACS committee. And in the PACS committee was the parent advisory committee to the superintendent. And she was very responsive, had a passion for the district. Okay, we were just parents. We weren't board members, we weren't anything. But I've seen her dedication and coming every Saturday free of charge sitting around with the superintendent talking about how to make this district better. So I'm not just talking on what I think I know, I'm talking on what I know and what I've seen before I was a board member. So she is definitely an asset to this board. We did not want any gaps. We want to continue the district moving forward, putting the children first, then putting our administrators and the teachers, because if they can't teach our children in positive environments, then our children are doomed. So she will definitely be an asset. Like I said, it's no favoritism, it's what she has shown in her community. So I am confident that she will serve well on this board.
Any other comments, Rich?
I reiterate what my two board members have said. I think moving forward, the board is stronger having a full board. And as Jamar stated, we are trying to work together as a board for the strongest outcome for our community and for our kids generally. And that is why we're making this appointment.
With all those statements made, now I can make my statement. I'm used to discussion amongst the board members and believe that that's part of the process of serving on a board. And there's also in the policy, if you're going to abstain, you have to state why you're abstaining. There's several ways you can fill in for this. Some are all come out the same, but previously we did run a whole year with 4 board members as an example. We have had, the last time we opened it up to anybody to apply and read the resumes is another way of doing it. And all these ways can be do it, and all that have pros and cons. And, you know, just to comply with that, I did ask when voting machines were there before I heard about Ms. Paxton. I have no views for or against Ms. Paxton. So I have never seen a resume, so I'm left nothing to do but abstain from the vote because it would be a completely blind vote for me. So and in the policy, you are supposed to say why you abstain. And the reason I abstain is because I heard about it as I started to walk down the steps. And so I can't make an informed decision. It has no reflection on the candidate, all right? And with that said, I will call the vote.
I think you need to clarify that you did not hear this on your way walking down the stairs. You heard this in the office upstairs. We sat down, Bob, you have 27 days left on the board. This board majority is moving forward with this appointment because we're the majority. And we feel that you wanting voting machines is unnecessary for this community to move forward. So this, just to make it clear, he did not hear this walking down the stairs, number one. Number two, on July 1, this is going to be an entirely new board.
And I respect that there's an entirely new board who could go their own way. And anybody who has watched me up here, I'd like to just make sure, because I have no idea Richard's or idea of and knowledge of the school board procedures. I knew there was everything, and in my mind, it's not that I took a stance for one way to the other. I'd be open to the majority, and all the ways are even. I just heard about it as we got up to leave, and because of that, I'm only saying that I'm going to just withhold my vote. That's all. I'm not saying any pros and cons. I just felt that I would have probably agreed with an appointment for what it's worth. If everybody says we should appoint somebody, fine. I would have started the process and it would have been at the next meeting. So with that said, I would like to, do I have a second? Can we call a roll call vote?
Mr. Distel,
Yes.
Mr. Cummins,
Yes.
Ms. Chiarenza,
Absolutely, yeah.
Mr. Creedon.
Abstain. We
Motion
so
carried.
moved, the vote's carried.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations
Congratulations.
and welcome.
We have another Isn't there another walk-on? We're done? I put the,
flooring, it was in consent.
yeah, you can say.
We're good.
All right.
I did that one upstairs. Yeah, we're good, we're good.
Board of Education comments?
Superintendent first.
Superintendent's first.
Thank you, Mr. Creedon. Thank you, Board President. Congratulations to our new board member. Looking forward to work with you as well. New beginnings start today, and we're looking forward to the next chapter, meaning the 26-27 school year. Congratulations to all of our students, faculty, and staff. We have just about concluded the 25-26 school year. We're in the final stretch. There are a ton of moving up day activities, honors programs, breakfast, et cetera. So I've already asked and requested my senior leadership staff to support as many as possible, me in supporting, being visible, being present, many of these programs. So that does conclude my comments. I'm looking forward to the high school graduation and looking forward to, again, next chapter here in Poughkeepsie. So thank you, Board President. That concludes my comments for this evening.
Jamar?
Sure. First, I want to start with Happy Pride Month to all of our members of the LGBTQ plus community, our allies, everyone. Happy Pride Month. I want to again congratulate our new board member, Ms. Tamoy Norwood. Like I said before, the decision to move forward in such haste is that we want to start on July 1. We want to hit the ground running to move our district forward. We don't want any gaps. We don't want any confusion, dysfunction. This board is committed to working together and working together for our children and working together for the staff of this district and really working together to push this community forward. This new board is a community-focused board, and Tamoya is going to fit right in with that community focus. I want the community to also to know that this wasn't just a pick up the phone and call someone and appoint someone to this role. This was thought out. We had conversations with other board members, previous board members we've had conversations with who are not interested in coming back to the board, unfortunately. So from there, we decided we need to search for folks who are connected to the community, folks who are smart, of course, and folks who really care about the future of our students and the future of this community. And there was only one name that came back, and, and it was Tamoya Norwood. And for me, it's a no-brainer. I'm excited about July 1. I'm excited about what's going to happen in the next 3 years for this district. Please work with us. Please work with the superintendent. Please support the superintendent. Please support the school board because this work that we do is nothing without the support of the community. So I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be busy. And yeah, I'm just excited. I'm gonna leave it there. Graduation is coming. I'm excited about graduation. I do have 2 events I do want to plug in here for the city of Poughkeepsie since I am the Chamberlain and know about everything. June 13th is the Pride Parade, which is run by the Dutchess County Pride Center. The parade starts at 12 p.m. at Main and Market, and it's going to go all the way down to Warriors Park. From 1 to 4, they'll be having their Pride Festival. On June 20th, I am the chair of this year's Juneteenth Parade and Festival here at the city of Poughkeepsie. On June 20th, at 12 o'clock, we're lining up for the parade. At 12:30, we're kicking off at Main and Market down to Warriors Park. And then from 1 to 5 will be the festival. We got bands this year for the festival, kids zone, free hot dogs, free food, free hamburger, free everything for the kids. We'll have a bunch of vendors and entertainment down there for the city. It's just a great 2 weekends to come together as a community and celebrate freedom, celebrate love, celebrate what it is to be a true American. And I'll leave it there. Thank you.
Richard?
Oh, welcome, Rick. Sorry.
Yeah, I want to say I'm not a new member anymore, so I don't, just glad to be here and glad to put in the work and excited to meet new faces and make the change that Jamar has been saying, and yeah, get our sleeves up and work. So um, that's all I have as a almost new member anymore. Yeah, I know.
Eleanor?
I just want to say I'm happy with the buildings. I've noticed the buildings, they're absolutely beautiful. The construction, seeing that our children will be enjoying a brand new environment, and I hope that it makes their self-esteem, go up. Just seeing that they're in a different environment. I want to welcome Richard, welcome to Moya, and I'm looking forward to us moving the district forward and doing great things for our children. And I just want to thank the teachers and administrators, the principals. I want to thank the teachers because it's a hard job and you are the boots on the ground people, and I thank you working with the kids and trying to get everything the way you want it to be. Every time I visit the schools, I'm amazed, especially your school, Scott, Miss Penn. They're beautiful schools. Miss Barufo, I saw little chicken and eggs, and then they hatched. It was amazing. So I get joy. We don't get paid to do this, but I get joy just walking around the schools and feeling at home. It makes me, feel wonderful. And then seeing the cabinet here, just knowing that we're striving toward a better district. But there is greatness. I'm going to keep saying there's greatness in Poughkeepsie. We just got to show the world that Poughkeepsie is a great school district, and that we shall be. Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan.
I'm on? Okay. I had the pleasure of representing the board at the Scholarship Award services. Um, it, it's nice, long, I will say a little long, but it's nice, and the children really appreciate it. And I was good, and I kept my speech short, but I didn't for any students that are here. One, all right. I will say, um, it took me a long time to recognize the little scholarships and what that meant to me. And I would have told the students that eventually you'll appreciate it a lot more and be able to accept it full blown. It's like, yeah, but it may take a while because, when you have to walk on stage, you're a little stiff, you don't like the attention, but they're a great group, and it was really proud to keep that tradition of the scholarships um, going, and it was a big thing. And then I can talk about another interaction, and a lot of I'll mention the other coaches who, we get the stipends. Some of us volunteer. And if you look at it, yesterday, all the coaches were there from 1 o'clock to 5:30, and then I threw my cape on and went to the scholarship thing, celebrating with the students with pizzas and cooperation of a not-for-profit Poughkeepsie Crew Parents, the end of the season, and and that happens across in multiple places on the district, and a lot of that hard work and give back is unsung. So I'd like to thank all the members of the staff, facilities who encouraged everyone to move on, and thank you. And lastly, I look forward to meeting you, Ms. Norwood. Um, it had nothing to do with you. I would have been happy if everybody said, okay, let's appoint somebody. But I, that, that wasn't said to the end of the executive session. So it had nothing to do with you. We actually appointed people the last time, but, the only difference was we asked for resumes and then took some names out of a hat. So with that, good luck going forward. And, we've all been trying, everybody who's been on this board has been trying to serve the community. I cannot think of any former board member that hasn't done that, and hopefully we'll break through. And Greg, when I see those scores, I'm told you this is going to be the first year we're going to go up significantly in our ranking across the state, because I saw all the hard work in all the buildings. With that said, do I have a motion to close?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.